Hello everybody, Mikey there, Panzernator here with a World of Warships replay for you. We got the Missouri, good old Missouri, kind of a money printer. Well, that's the whole point. It prints money. And we've got the money printing camouflage, all white looking nice and sleek, and toot toot for good luck as always. Top tier, which is fantastic, and only one destroyer, although it is a Venom, so should be set up decently well. They got a Graf Zeppelin, but we're higher tier, and the Americans are, supposed to have better AA, considering every gun that's not our main battery is meant to shoot down an airplane. So there we go. Now, the way we spawned, no one's really near C except for this Miyoko and yours truly. So I'm going to go at least rejoin the main group. Maybe they'll turn to go to C from where they are. And then I'll kind of go to rejoin them. I just don't want to be all by myself. You see, I clearly have just as good of a voice as Celine, so we'll just stick with that. Anyways, I like the Missouri. It's a really fun ship. No real gimmicks other than the radar. But, and, well, you print credits, so you put all the special flags that boost credits and the signals and the camouflage and just print money. Money grows on trees in Missouri, apparently. So, doing a little bit of long range pot shot on the Big Smack. The Graf Zeppelins dive bombers. So the Graf is AP bombers, and I really like how the Graf Zeppelins bombers work. I just haven't used it in a normal game. I've just used it against bots because I like to use the Graf and just YOLO around into the bots and let the secondaries do their work and, fly around and have fun there too. Kind of off topic from this game particularly, but still on the Graf thing. So to play co-op games or whatever to get victories or base XP or what have you, I like to play the carriers because I think I've talked about this before. These premium consumables down here with like all these that you pay credits for. Well, you pay credits for them. And so whenever I play in normal ships and co-op games, I, demount them, put on the normal ones, because if I need these premium consumables to beat bots, I am a horrible player. As are we all. So, carriers, they don't have premium consumables, they just kind of auto-use them, and they have them for your planes and whatnot, so carriers are, for me, a good choice whenever I find myself playing in co-op. Because, well, I don't have to respect them, and that's a long way of saying what I was trying to say, but I'm sure you get the point. So, we got some people heading down to see. We got a Miyoko, a Rune, and a Surrey. Yes, British cruisers. This would be a replay of a British cruisers if I had one. I know it's probably a long way after that, where they're probably available in the tech tree now. But as of the time of this recording, we're coming to the end of the relevant update where you could do the directives and get the British cruisers early. Well, I did all the directives, and I didn't get any of the British cruisers early, which is very, very frustrating. So there we go. Had to get that out in the air. Complain about that a little bit, and time to slay a dragon. Hopefully, that'd be preferable, and help the team capture key area C because play the objective, right, boys and girls? Right. So, judging how the team's doing, they captured key area B, and our trash can, well, lived up to its nickname and played like trash. Got torpedoed. Maybe a bad luck torpedo. I've had plenty of games where I've been in a destroyer and just torpedoes just, ruin your day. What's been good so far in this game is we have repelled firepower of that magnitude. And Baltimore, yeah, he's hiding behind an island like a little coward. And the dragon's putt-putting along over there. But we have Carrier C, and there's only the dragon in this direction. So I'm going to kind of turn north again. And, well, if there's a destroyer in there, I have radar. So as long as I dodge torpedoes appropriately. It's a Venom, so, don't want to mess around too much with them. But I feel like I can handle myself. At least somewhat. So there we go, shooting down, or trying to shoot at the Graf. And the dragon, he's almost dead. He's almost dead. So we're going to take our pot shots. And look, the airplane just flew by us. They weren't even attacking us. So my shells are way off. Luckily, the Miyoko's were not, and it looked like those carrier torpedoes from the Saipan were going to get him anyway. Saipan's a neat gimmicky carrier because its planes are very high tier, so the torpedo bombers, well, each one drops 2 torpedoes. The rocket planes for the Saipan, I'm not the biggest fan of, because instead of a bunch of small rockets, it's a couple of big rockets. So, using them to shoot destroyers, which is what I often do, not exactly the best case scenario. So back to this game, they've got a little bit of a limbing train coming through that gap of those 2 islands north of A. If we could get, well, these islands are blocking our view, but we're going to tell people like, hey, you should, finish off the cruiser that's showing himself, and, kind of use it, not necessarily crossing the T traditionally, but as they come through one by one, you focus fire, and don't shoot the Gneissa now, like, come on, man. But, luckily the Beiji killed the Surrey. I think that's how you say that ship's name, and from my understanding, I think they might have even chatted about this earlier in the game, it's basically a premium Pan-Asian, oh god, what's it called? Izumo. Is that it? Izumo, the tier 9. It's like the tier 9 Japanese tech tree ship, but premium. I think it's called the Izumo. I don't know. Roll back the tape. They probably talk about it in chat. We're trying to shoot a spaceship Baltimore, which, and it's a Baltimore in space. So, there we go. Our Beiji did die, though. I'm on double fire. I should put it out. I don't know why I'm not putting out the double fire. I'm just not paying attention, apparently. So there we go. Yeah, don't exactly know what the hell I'm doing. Kind of not really paying attention, but, I can repair it all. So, you never know what's happening. I typically, whenever I play on my own, just looking for replays, I'll typically be listening to music or a podcast, so I might be distracted with that. But yeah, I just let those fires burn. Maybe I was worried about the airplanes. I really don't know. The inner workings of my inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. So it'd be great dodging all these torpedoes. Can't touch this. Do. Man, for streams, that'd be a good thing to put on the soundboard. A little can't touch this whenever I dodge torpedoes. That'd be fun. I should do that. I should write that down. I sank the Baltimore, so first catch of the day. Actually, I'm gonna write that down. I found a pen. I found a sticky note. Let's do soundboard. Oh god, this pen's not writing. So I'm kind of turning into the middle, trying to come through the gap in the B gap to go engage the majority of their forces. We'll capture this flag and go for the Big Smack and his friends. Can't, oh boy, touch this. This handwriting is just atrocious. So anyway, we're rounding the corner, trying to get to the Bismarck, and always worried about the them. So I don't turn, I don't yellow out. I'm just trying to use the gap as cover, and this is going to cause me to be an idiot and run into the island. Because again, I probably wasn't paying attention whenever I was playing this. Trying to go completely around the island, and of course I get stuck. And I don't just bounce off. So this is slightly, severely, completely embarrassing. Luckily my rear turret can still fire on the Bismarck. Hey Surrey, can you give me a tow? I need help getting out of here. Now what's fortunate is I changed my course, because those torpedoes would have wrecked me. That would have been bad. But the Surrey, he's far up behind. He's like, "Tally-ho, chaps! God save the king! Come here, come on, Yank, follow me!" Stuff like that. While he gets big smacked and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna reverse and try and spend. Well, we're not gonna try. We're going to have to spend way more time than we want to maneuvering ourselves out of this. But we have fairly, decently angled broadside-ish, not really Iowa, and we're going to shoot at him because, well, he's turning more now, so it's less effective, overpin his superstructure, yada yada yada. So I'm just going to back myself out into the battle again, the Panzermarine School of Maneuvering is open. I'm gonna plug the Discord server at the end of the episode. It's in the description. You want to learn how you too can sail beautifully, such as this, then let me know. So here we have their destroyer popping smoke. So we need to deal with that, of course. Got their Dmitri over there. Got their Graf Zeppelin. I mean, the Missouri with its long range. I mean, look, I'm in the middle of the map, and I can pretty much hit the entire map, which is funny if you ask me. So we're going to turn, and I didn't realize, like, what would have been better would be to, like, back out and then come forward out of the gap instead of backing up through the gap. But, you know, you gotta learn that sometimes you play it perfectly and you don't do well. Sometimes you play it horribly and it just all goes beautifully. This is one of the latter. So they probably now realize that shooting at the stupid Missouri that's going backwards out from the B gap is probably someone worth shooting at. And look, the Benham with his rinky-dink pea shooters is going to do that. And guess what, Benham? I got radar, boy. You know what I'm going to do? I could shoot in Iowa, which would be much better for me to shoot, but no, I'm going to shoot you. Also, my secondaries are shooting the Iowa because we're that close. I mean, imagine, like, isn't that interesting? Like, I'm just thinking about this. The Missouri secondaries, I probably have some, like, something to help it. Maybe not, but the range is 7.6, or no, it's AA, that's 5.8. What? Which one's which? I think, no, the secondary is the bigger one. But we've got that, and, you know, that's kind of without much effort. But then, like, the Scharnhorst, which is a primarily secondary build ship, you do everything you can, and it gets out to, like, 8. Oh, just interesting thoughts of Panzernator while recording the replay. So this Benham, again, is the biggest threat to our safety. So, hopefully our friends are going to keep doing their thing. Luckily, his torpedoes are not predictive of what I'm doing. Oh, he's almost dead. And our secondaries got him. So all that talk about secondaries was for a purpose, because I totally remember that happened. So now we have their Iowa. He was showing a broadside. Their Benham did get Charlie Martel, which isn't ideal. And they're trying to bomb me. They're trying to send airplanes after me, which I don't like. So we're gonna shoot the Iowa, but I think this carrier makes me mad enough that I'll change. I think I'm gonna change my focus to him in a little bit. Not exactly sure what's going down. I'll also know why I'm, instead of like turning my guns, why am I turning my whole ship instead of just turning my guns? I puzzle myself sometimes. But anyways, this Graf Zeppelin, he his secondaries. It's interesting that the little indicator, the mod that tells you their ship specs, the one kind of right next to the minimap, just left of the minimap on the right side of your screen, why it doesn't tell me what his secondary range is. But you know, you usually don't need to know that on a carrier. Anyhow, we're losing ships fast. We need to make plays or else we're going to lose. I'm doing toot-toot, trying to get people to kill the Iowa. He's showing a broadside. Look at those torpedoes. And who's going to come in to finish them off? Panzerkill, Panzerkill, Citadel, but a Panzerkill. So that's good. These torpedo bombers, not so much. I should shoot enough of them down, and hopefully I'll be maybe dodge them. I'll probably take, it looks like I'm going to take 2. Maybe just 1. Alright, so we took 1. Only 1. That's good, and it didn't cause flooding. Thank the Lord. He's still coming after me. And there they go. Overpins on him is not going to help us. That's not what we want to do. We'd have to be in a secondary range by now. But luckily for us, the Saipan burned him down. He must have just hit him with some dive bombers or whatnot, or the Rune got him and tick. But anyways, Graf Zeppelin is down. Now we found that German battleship that's making such a fuss. We gotta sink the Bismarck because the world depends on us. So we got the Big Smack and we got Dmitri. Dmitri is gonna ambush me. Perhaps. Perhaps not. But Anyhow, there we go. So that's what we're going to do. We got the Saipan doing rocket planes on them. I don't exactly know who to shoot at. All of them are aiming at me for some reason. We need to play a little bit smarter for sure. But what I'm doing is I'm going to run, because taking out all three of them, that's going to be tough, especially once the Bismarck secondaries are constantly keeping me lit on fire. So I'm telling them, look, I'm telling my team, I'm going to run away. I'm going to defend B. Don't charge them. Let the carrier do his work. And just take pot shots as we retreat. So there we go. That's my plan. I'm going to use my heal. So I still have about half my health left. You know, once the heal is taken into account. And if we can get some lucky shots on the Dmitri, then we can get another kill. And pretty solid salvo there. No citadels, but nothing to complain about there. Bismarck is now showing a bit of a broadside. Dimitri's disappeared, but we should win. I mean, you see the timer. We got the caps. We got the points. Bismarck should die. The Dmitri can be finished off in the St. Louis, the San Luis. Who knows? But anyways, this Bismarck, Bismarck, we found that German battleship that's making such a fuss. We had to sink the Bismarck because the world depends on us. So all that's left is, well, St. Louis, yeah, that fire, we're not putting up with that crap. And we're going to defend B. We're going to go to the gap and see what happens. I think the Saipan is going to try and torpedo him too, which will be good. We're a few seconds, I mean, we're 20 seconds away from victory. So the Rune, I'm telling the Rune, like, dude, get away from there. So yeah, either the torpedoes will kill the Dmitri or we will win. If he gets in the cap, it won't slow us down by too much. So this is going to be a victory for the good guys. Toot toot. And even if it weren't a guaranteed victory, I think we could finish them off with our guns. The Dmitri is not long for this world, and that St. Louis, well, between three of us, you think we might have been able to get him taken care of. So 101,000 damage on 54 main battery hits. We got to sit, we got to fire, and we sank 4 of them, which was very good. Fireproof, Dreadnought, and Close Quarter Expert, some good awards. And yeah, look, almost 2 million credits. Gotta love it. Top player, yours truly, Saipan. Not the best Saipan in the world, but he was still alive and still helping us, so that is good. And out of that damage, pretty much all of it's from the main battery, 96,000. Our secondaries did 4,000 for Missouri. Not bad. And yeah, we destroyed 21 airplanes, which is amazing. 39,950 damage to those airplanes. No fly zone, see a German carrier. So hope you all enjoyed that Missouri game. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and join us on the Discord server. Backtracking the notification bell, be sure to do all notifications because YouTube changes everything all the time, and apparently that's what you have to do to get all notifications. And the Discord server, a link to that down below. If you want to send in your own replay, if you want to join the Panzermarine clan, which is amazing, as you can see, Panzermarine, PZM, good clan, good people. You want to join our clan, you want to send in a replay, or you just want to join an awesome community, link to that down below, Discord server. Be there or be square. I never really understood that. Oh, no, it's be square because if you're square, you're not around. Okay, the humor hour's done. The video's done. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next one, it's Mikey, Panzernator, signing out. See you, nerds.